We've been talking about Trump's visit to the border, and my first guest tonight spent the day in Texas with the former president, Congressman Madison Cawthorn of North Carolina and Congressman Brian Babin of Texas. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you down there at the southern border.
Great to be with you, Rob.
Of course. Congressman Babin.
Thanks for having us on, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Congressman Babin, we're going to start with you. Here's a little bit more of what we heard today from President Trump.
Catch and release. We broke that one. Chain migration, where people come in and then they bring everybody else in with them. We did a hell of a job, and we had it down to really a science. It was down to a point where people just weren't getting in unless they came in legally.
So a majority of Americans, Congressman, now realize that those policies that the president put in place, the ones that the left tried so hard to vilify, were the right policies. We've showed the numbers. We showed them last night from a Harvard-Harris poll. The current White House, though, still showing no signs of stopping this nightmare. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Well, they're absolutely so full of resentment and hatred for President Trump that anything that he has suggested, no matter what, he could be a cure for cancer, they're not going to accept. We know full well that the border was secured more so during the Trump administration than in decades and decades, maybe in history, in modern history. Let's put it like that. And the policies that the Biden administration that have rescinded and repealed and reversed of the Trump administration, the Biden administration was absolutely warned by the Trump administration during the transition period. Do not do away with safe third countries. Do not do away with MPP, remain in Mexico. Do not stop construction of the border wall. These are just a few of the policies that the Trump administration, through hard work and negotiation, this is something that President Trump mentioned today. It didn't just happen immediately, overnight. These were agreements worked out, hammered out over weeks and weeks and months, especially during the troublesome year of 2019 when we had such a surge coming across. But they solved the problem. The Biden administration refused to listen. They reversed these policies, and now we have over 1,000,001 illegal entries this year. And just unbelievable, this Biden administration has simply just abandoned their oath of office and just through sheer neglect and immorality allowed this to happen.
Congressman Cawthorn, I wanted to ask, you did this today with everybody as well. It was a big delegation. You guys had a lot of people there. You're from North Carolina. You're not a border state guy. What was the biggest thing that you learned through this day?
Well, you know what? It was great. One, I got to learn from a lot of the members like Congressman Babin who have been working on border security for a very long time. But what I did realize is that this is a terrible humanitarian disaster that's going on our southern border. Not only do you have paramilitary organizations that pose a very real national security threat, capable of putting thousands of people across our border on any given day that they want, but also you have young girls at the age of 12 having to take the Plan B pill because they're being raped so constantly all across their journey north of Mexico to get to our border. But really, when you start thinking about it, I believe that the number one reason that the Biden administration has rescinded all of these Trump-era policies which secured our southern border is because, one, they realize they cannot destroy capitalism. And so I believe that's why over the last 4 decades they have created a welfare state. And now they're trying to fill our country with a lot of illegal immigrants. They will then push for amnesty under I believe that's what Kamala Harris will run on in 2024. And then once they get amnesty and they have all these people as citizens, it will destroy our system because of the welfare state. And they can say, look, capitalism failed. And so then they can usher in socialism, which is their end goal.
Yeah. Congressman Babin, I mean, when you look at this politically, I really did think that at some point that this administration was going to get the message, that this was going to get so bad that they were going to have to do something about it. And they start to indicate that in the way that they talk, but then at the same time, they're making the asylum rules easier to game, which we know so many of these people are gaming the asylum rules. They're coming here for economic reasons. They're coming here because they want to make money. They want to send it back home so their family lives better. But they're not learning from the mistake, is the point. They're doubling down on this mistake. And I'm just curious, as somebody from Texas, what political price are they going to pay in 2022? Are you expecting this to be are you expecting a lot of seats to turn in your state?
I am most certainly expecting to see a real turnaround in the midterms of next year. And I'll tell you what, I think it's going to go into 24. We're going to have a Republican president. And I tell you, listening to President Trump today, it was just a refreshing thing to hear a man that has America's best interests at heart, instead of, as Madison Cawthorn just said, trying to push socialism, anarchy, bedlam, and chaos at the border and all throughout, raising taxes, spending out the wazoo, and bringing our debt up to $30 trillion here real quick. And I'm very proud to say that I'm a Texan and that our governor and his administration are stepping up to the plate and filling in the gap, because the Biden administration is simply just not enforcing the law. They swore an oath. We have a constitutional right, this is Article 4, Section 4 of the U.S. Constitution, that this Biden administration, if they do not protect American lives and American property, especially down here in Texas, the states have the right to make that up. And that's exactly what I'm seeing our governor do and his administration.
Understood.
And I'm proud to see that happening.
Understood. All right, Congressman Madison Cawthorn and Brian Babin joining us from the southern border tonight after a big day with the former president. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming on so much that the next time we do this, I'm going to buy a second mic so you each get your own. How about that? Good to see you guys.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.